Before we start the first impression of the Hezhen Yanagiba, I want to tell you that this knife has been sent over by Xinzuo themselves. I will try to pronounce the Chinese name of Hezhen, which I think it is Hezhen. So if you are Chinese or speak Mandarin, I apologize for my pronunciation. So with no further ado, I will remove the packaging and give you my first impression of the Yanagiba knife. Before we take a look inside this box of the Yanagiba from Hezhen, I want to let you know that my journey in finding a Yanagiba or Deba that was made in China was quite disappointing. The anatomy of the knife was simply not good. It was not correct. It didn't feel good, the steel was bad, the finishing was bad, a lot of things was bad. So I actually gave up in trying to find a Yanagiba or Deba that was made in China. But since this is a knife that was given to me by Xinzuo, I want to give it my honest opinion. So I'm actually quite scared if they didn't get anything correct. But let's figure it out by seeing what's inside the box. The packaging is always good with Xinzuo or Hezhen. Okay. So far it looks good. It also feels good. So far. Let me get it out of the packaging. First impression. It is looking very good. The weight is good. The finishing is done very good. Okay, first assessment. There are some slight protrusions on the dividers, but that is entirely fine because you only will feel it when you search for it. During use, you won't feel it. You won't notice it at all. Thing I like the best is that the material of the handle is very premium. I feel like it is made from premium material. Very premium material. I do like the handle. The finish is something I want to highlight. If I can get this to focus. This type of finish is so very nicely done. The grind here at the heel choy is very nicely rounded, very nicely done. And the Damascus pattern. I don't know if you can see the Damascus pattern on camera, but that looks stunning. Looks very nice. The spine, very nicely rounded. Just look at the spine. It's very nicely done. Not everyone can get the spine correct. Not everyone can get this correct. Even some Japanese knives, the spine is a little bit on the sharper side, but this one has been nicely done. It's time to look at the grind and the choy. Let's first look at the choy. Nothing to notice about the choy. Very nicely done. If I can get this to focus. Very nicely done choy. I want to inspect the edge though. The sharpened edge. The sharpened edge on here is also done nicely. It's straight from heel towards the tip. There are no errors in the sharpened edge. But the most important part is the concave. It should be barely visible to the naked eye. You can see it, but it should be barely visible. And so far, I can see is that the concave here is also nicely done. See if they did the grind here. Yeah, you can see that they did an entire flat grind on the other side because it is a single edge knife, single beveled knife. Very nicely done. Comfort wise, grind wise, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Hezhen, very impressed. See if the handle is put in straight. And it is entirely straight. The blade is put in the handle entirely straight. Entirely straight. Blade, good finish. Concave. At first glance, it looks correct. Entire blade is just highly detailed, very nicely done. I really like it. Very high quality too. The only thing is, it is a 270mm blade. So it is not really intended for hobbyists. It's quite long. Just to show you how long it is. It's very long. So far, first impression, I really like it. Hezhen did a great job in the blade grind. The spine they did a great job. Very nicely done, even better than I have seen in other Japanese made Yanagibas. Very nicely done grind. Heel, the slight notch here. It feels so good. I don't know if will be any benefits, but it does feel good. So let me see. Yeah, it really feels good. It really feels good on my finger. If I put my finger there, it feels so good. Not sure if it's only if you want your finger here. Which means if you do a slicing motion or more controlled precision, very nice. This might be one of the select few Yanagibas that has been done correctly. But in order to test it fully, I need to test it with food. So I have to cut some fish, vegetables, whatever, but mainly fish. I need to try this with fish before I can judge the entire knife. But so far, at the first impression, it has been done very well. I'm surprised. I'm honestly very surprised. They have done everything correctly. There's nothing I can say at first glance. There's really nothing I can say. I can say that I'm very impressed with the blade grind. Choy, everything. I'm very impressed with the grind. The Damascus pattern is also very nice. You will see my fingerprints now, but it's so nice. You can't really see the Damascus pattern on camera, I think. Let me see if I can. It's very nice Damascus pattern. There you go. Now you can see the Damascus pattern a little bit better. Let's see. This is another surprise. Hezhen, Xinzuo. I'm impressed. I am impressed. I'm not sure what the price is on this one, but I think if this around 150, 180, it's just even too cheap for it, to be honest. If you see what kind of grind they have added. Because the Yanagiba normally is already expensive. But with this kind of grind, I think they can easily increase the price if it is around 180. Some little bit dirt. That's just dirt. Handle wise, I have no idea what kind of material it is, but it looks cool. The washers, the white divider here. Really, I hope you can see the pattern. I have no idea what material that is, but it looks very premium. Even the top part is also looking premium. Don't know what this kind of pattern is. Or what kind of material it is. Is it wood or is it something else? I have no idea what the top part is. It looks... doesn't feel like wood, to be honest. The wood part itself is also high quality wood. Yeah, the black part is not wood, as you can see at the bottom here. I have no idea. Probably G10. It feels like G10-ish. The bottom. Okay, very impressed by this Yanagiba. I need to test it fully by doing fish, preparing fish. So a full review of this knife will come, but first impression, I'm impressed. No complaints. I can't think of anything they can do better because they have added everything I expected it to have. And they even added things that I like a lot, especially the finishing on the blade. The handle is good, made of good material, not noticeable. But it is still just a regular octagonal handle, so nothing much I can say about that. It's one of my personal favorite handles. But the blade is done very nicely. So I even think that they can be used in a professional kitchen, so far as I can see. So, full review coming soon. If you like this video, please give this a thumbs up. And if you want to see the full review, make sure to click the subscribe button. And I see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. While I actually did close the video, I just want to give a tiny bit of update. Just look at this. Look at that line. It goes up so far up. It's so nice. That's just a tiny update I want to give. This line here, the shinogi line. Wow. I'm impressed. Tiny update. See you in the next video.